We received a community letter from Rich Lambert, which is, of course, a long-time member of the team there at ZOS. He has worked on the Elder Scrolls Online since it first was an idea. He even worked on other games at Bethesda before ESO was even created. But he wrote a letter today talking about his new role inside of ZOS and a new person taking his place in his previous role. So the letter stated, I wanted to take a moment to introduce someone to you, Nick Giacomini. While Nick has been part of the team since 2019, he is also kind of a new face to many of you. Nick has been deeply involved with ESO as both a player and a developer over the years, and as a player and a community member, he has been playing ESO since the early beta days, exploring the world and watching the game and the community grow for the last 11 years. As a developer, most recently, Nick has been serving as our Director of Product Management. Now he's stepping into a new role as Game Director for ESO. This was Rich Lambert's previous kind of position there at ZOS. So you'll be seeing and hearing a lot more from him in the future. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not leaving, and this is not goodbye. I will continue to be around, but my role is changing. I'm moving up a level into more of a studio role as the Studio Game Director. I'll be focusing on studio needs and planning for our future. This is a bittersweet but exciting moment for me. The last 18 years has been incredible, and it's been something that I'll always cherish, but the opportunity to do something different and grow is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. Thank you for being such an amazing community over the years. It has been such a treat to be a part of it. I'll still be working closely with Nick and the team, and I will continue to be a regular part of the community. It just won't be 100% of my focus anymore. I'm really excited for this next chapter for Nick, for ESO, and honestly for all of us. Nick and the team have big changes or big things planned, and I can't wait to experience them with you all in the future. Of course, that is from Rich Lambert. Now, this is kind of a bittersweet thing to hear because I like having someone on any development team, no matter the game, that has been there since the start. And Rich Lambert has been around since the start. And he even talked about in some past podcast interviews how he worked on the old Fallout game. So he's been around gaming for a really long time. And it is good for him to move up into a different role. And of course, knowing Rich, he'll get a lot of things done in this new role. But at the same time, I kind of hate to see him go because Rich has always been a really kind of open and cool person to hear from. He does a lot of, like I said, podcasts. He does a lot of interviews. He even goes into a lot of the stream team members' chats and Twitch and just talks to the community. So that is one thing about Rich that a lot of people really, really like. And of course, we'll have to see how it kind of goes with Nick. I'm sure he's going to do a grand job inside of the Elder Scrolls Online. Of course, he may have a different vision than Rich did. He may handle things differently. We'll kind of have to wait and see on that. But it's kind of, like I said, a good thing for Rich, but at the same time, kind of bittersweet for a lot of the fans out there. If you enjoy some of these developers, you know, some of them have moved on to other studios, some of them have stepped down, and now Rich is moving on to something a little bit different where he's not going to be dealing with the game as much as, like he said, the role of the studio and kind of the future of the studio in general being ZOS. So we may not see or hear from Rich as often, but we're still going to know he's there and he's still going to have a hand in what's going on with the team. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. Do you like the direction that ZOS is moving towards? We know that a lot of things have gone on within Microsoft with layoffs and stuff like that, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, how many people they've laid off in their gaming division across many games. But at the same time, it seems like a lot of these development teams are restructuring, bringing in new people, getting new teams working on, you know, older stuff that teams in the past have been doing. And some of the older team members are either moving on to different studios, maybe retiring, or even moving up inside, you know, the team they're on there in general and kind of doing or taking over in a different role. So leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about the future of the Elder Scrolls Online. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.